Hey folks, I've always sort of had a little fascination for some reason with metal hardware as jewelry. And I found this guy the other day, and for some reason or another I instantly picked it up and thought, you know what, that'd be a really cool ring if I could figure out how to do it. And of course, in usual fashion, I went on YouTube and I watched another video of a guy doing that very thing, making a ring out of an old bolt. So I happen to have a couple of these little brass ones too, and you can see that's the way they come. They're just a regular hex bolt. And I took this onto my belt sander and managed to take out pretty much all the edges. It's a combination of belt sander and my new files that I've got. So I didn't quite finish that. That was just the experiment to see if it could be done with that. Now that I know it is possible, and then I started looking at these and I thought, ooh, what have I just done there? So the plan as it stands is to take the edges off of here, make this completely round, possibly file that down, get it as even as possible, and then find some kind of jeweler's punch type thing, basically a rounder version of this, where I'll put that in and hammer it down until that brass completely filled out the steel. And hopefully in the end, I'll have a cool looking ring. But you never know until you give it a go, so that's what we're gonna do. Not really sure if this is the proper method or not. Obviously it wouldn't be really, because I'm doing it and I don't know the proper method. So we're just gonna try holding it in there. And if that doesn't work, we'll play with something else. It is definitely taking the edge off. It's just a question of, is this the best method, or should we try the grinder? I think we're going to try the grinder as well. So we'll go over there now. I don't know if it's because my grinding wheel is very crusty or not, but it seemed like the sander did an easier job. So I think we'll go back to the sander. So that, I think, is a pretty good start. I'm kind of happy with the way that looks right now. And all I have to do is get something, as I said, to poke in there and hammer out and gauge it so it's a bit wide enough for a finger to get in anyway. So yeah, we'll keep playing with that. Well, it's about an hour later and I've finally got the inside done. You can see all the grooves that were in there have been removed, and that is just big enough for my pinky. I thought about making this a ring for a bigger finger, but the problem if I do that is I'm going to lose a lot of the mass, and I want it to be a very chunky industrial looking thing, so there's no point in taking off all that, which would probably take me another 3 hours as well, to be honest, and I don't feel like doing that. So that's about as far as it's going on the inside, and then it's just shaping and polishing on the outside. So we'll keep going with that. So again, you can see just by taking it to a belt sander how nice and shiny that's coming out. Taking all the lines off the inside, with the exception of right there. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but right there I've left 3 lines, just to prove to you that once upon a time this used to be a hex nut. I think that looks pretty cool. I sit here long enough, I will get all the grinder marks out. I'll see if I can polish that up to a nice bright shine. Stay tuned. So here we are finally back in the office, and here is the finished product. It is not a mirror finish. I don't have the tools for that. And I did say I wanted to leave a little bit of the hexagonal shape to it. I wanted to leave it a very industrial feel. And it's definitely that. I mean, by all means, it's a big ring. I'm about 230 pounds, 6 feet tall. And that's what a normal ring looks like. And that's that. So it is a big boy, but I think it looks kind of cool, to be honest. So I've shined it up the best I could, like I said, with the tools that I have. But basically, all this is taking a $25 set of files, metal files, and my $80 belt sander, and I've done that, and then some sandpaper at the end. So maybe someday I'll find somebody with a laser engraver and I can put some kind of decoration on there, but for now I'm pretty happy with that. It's just a question of what to do with it. So I've got this old ring pouch. I thought I could throw it in there, and then I thought I could include it in there. Nice little place to keep it. So again, if you like that, tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you soon.